Let's get a quick take on this one. We just said we're running out of time on the show. Voters will have the chance to alter the Colorado's current presidential primary system and potentially triple Colorado's cigarette tax in November, thanks to 3 new initiatives making the 2016 ballot. Meanwhile, the campaign for Amendment T, which would remove slavery as punishment for a crime from the Colorado Constitution, kicked off its campaign this week. John, your quick take on these newest issues to the ballot.
Well, it's a long time overdue to take involuntary servitude and slavery out of the Constitution. I mean, the involuntary servitude, that was for criminal actions. You could be put in a sweatshop or, in a prison factory kind of job or whatever. Some of those jobs, which actually give inmates skills and they can come out and use them, but who knows? Bottom line is there's a lot of initiatives, and I would urge everybody to get some inside reading done on them, because if you vote the wrong way on fracking, if you vote the wrong way on a couple of other issues, there are going to be long-term repercussions in the state.
Justine, your quick take maybe on the primaries, where you think that's going to go?
Well, this ballot's going to be very interesting, very long. But I think that two of the big things right now is the open primary versus closed primary, and switching to a primary system. Switching to a primary system is something we previously had a primary before, but now switching back will open up more participation, which I'm in favor of. Although it will cost taxpayers to go ahead and run a primary. What I am against is an open primary in Colorado. Amen. And I know as a millennial, it's hard for me to say that because we want to encourage participation, but it's really not that hard to register with the party. You can choose a party. If you're really passionate about a candidate from either party, you can go ahead and do that. And we risk a lot of people who vote during presidential years because they're angry, and we can risk a lot of really bad candidates getting on the ballot. And I think that it's important, especially to minority groups in Colorado, that we keep a closed primary.
Eric, your quick take.
Well, John he started his answer by talking a long time overdue with reference to the, slavery thing. I mean, speaking of a long time overdue, how about getting rid of this archaic, antiquated caucus system? We have license plates around the state for really, really old cars, and we call them antiques. Maybe somebody should put that license plate on the whole idea of a caucus system. This initiative is not getting rid of the caucus system for every other office. Right. It's only creating a presidential primary. So it's only a half step. I'm going to take on Justine, and I know Justine comes from the left, John comes from the right. In terms of closed primaries, they're an example. They're good people. I love sharing this panel with them, but they're an example of what's wrong with our political system and why there is such discontent on both the Bernie Sanders left and on the Donald Trump right. The largest group of voters in this state are unaffiliated voters. They deserve to have their voice heard, and I'm one of them. They deserve to be able to participate in this process. They should not be disenfranchised.
Join her
John,
party.
wrap it up for us.
Join her party, join mine if you want to vote in the primary, Eric.
There you go.
First of all, as a 1944 model antique, I resemble that remark. As far as open primaries, Dominic and his colleagues here at Channel 12, Colorado Public Television, would object if someone from Channel 6 or KOA Radio tried to sit in on a decision meeting on how you run your station, likewise to how the Republican and Democratic parties choose their nominees. I expect the closed primary to pass strongly, and I surely support it.